Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about why you are always sick and what to do to live a disease-free life. In our society, we've been told that when we grow older, we need to be sick. It's a must. We need to be sick. And I'm here to tell you that it's completely false. And I'm a living proof of that. Next week, I'm going to turn 55. And for nearly 9 years, I've not been sick a single day. So it's possible to live a disease-free life. You don't have to be sick. And I'm going to tell you why you are sick and what to do to prevent that from happening. Okay. Why do we get sick? We get sick because of the toxins that we put in our system. It's because of the toxin. And we put the toxins with the food that we eat, with the drinks, with the cosmetic product that we put, and with all the negative emotions that we entertain. So that's the paths that we use to put toxins in our systems. And when we look, for example, at the food that we eat, for example, we look at the animal product. When we look at the animal product, we will see that when we compare the intestines of a carnivore with us human beings, it's completely different. Carnivores have got very short intestines, which are roughly 3 times the length of their bodies. But when you look at us human beings, we've got very long intestines. And our intestine measures 9 feet or 27 feet or 9 meters. So it's very long. And when we eat meat, we have to look at what it's called the bowel transit time. The bowel transit time, which is the time that certain type of food takes to pass through our system. So for example, if you eat a piece of fruit, it will take 3 to 4 hours to pass through our system. You eat raw vegetables, it will take around 12 hours to pass through our system. You eat cooked vegetables, it will take between 24 and 30 hours to pass through our system. But if you eat meat, fish, or chicken, it takes 72 hours or 3 days to pass through our system. That's why I've just told you that carnivores got shorter intestines, because meat passes through the system very slowly. And because of that, when you look as well at meat, it got no fiber and it creates constipation. So you've got the fact that, first of all, meat passes through the system very slowly, and it's got no fiber, which contribute to constipation. And when we are constipated, the fecal matter, the toxins and everything will be reabsorbed into our system, and that's why it creates lots of chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer, Parkinson, arthritis, and all the autoimmune diseases where the body destroys itself, like the inflammatory bowel disease, the lupus, the psoriasis, the rheumatoid arthritis, and the list goes on. So you can see that just by eating animal product, you're going to ingest a lot of toxins in your system, which will create all the diseases that I've just told you. And when we eat, because this is animal product, when we eat the processed food, and when you look at the processed food, they've got stuff like additive, coloring, flavoring, preservative, and all these substances are substances not recognized by the body, and they create havoc. And when we look as a race, 51% of what we eat is processed food. 51%. 42% are animal product, and only 7% are fruit and vegetables. So you can see for yourself that the processed food, again, are really not designed for the human mechanism, and this is a path which is used to introduce toxins in our systems by this processed food. And like I said, the drinks that we have, in the drinks that we have, it usually have a lot of refined sugar. A lot of refined sugar. And what you need to understand is that sugar is the primary source of fuel for cancer cells. So if you would like to you want to make sure that you've got cancer, you need to eat a lot of stuff with refined sugar. So you can see that most of the drinks that we have are full of sugar. And now that people have started to discover that the refined sugar are very bad, but the food scientists are always ahead of people, and now they are using what is called aspartame. And they will tell you that, oh, now you can have all these drinks, they are sugar-free. But instead, they put aspartame. And aspartame is a nerve poison. Which is very dangerous, and when you have aspartame in your system, it's going to give you lots of diseases such as fibromyalgia, severe PMS, multiple sclerosis, blindness, birth defect, and the list goes on. So you can see that by just doing this, with the food that we eat, that's why it gives us lots of diseases. So you need to understand that the diseases don't fall from the sky. There's something that we are doing, and that's why we get sick. People just think that, oh, the body is silly, it's just doing stuff that we don't understand. No. Every time when you have an action, there's a reaction. So for you to be sick, you need to do something, and that's why you get sick. And as I've just told you, it's because one of the reasons it's the food and the drinks that we eat and drink. Another reason, like I've just said, is this cosmetic product. And what you need to understand is that the skin is the biggest absorption organ. And imagine all the cosmetic product that people put on their skin. And when you look at most of the cosmetic product, they've got what is called sodium lauryl sulfate. Just pay attention. Just take all of your cosmetic product and look, you will see that most of them have got sodium lauryl sulfate, which is SLS. And sodium lauryl sulfate will give you skin irritation, organ toxicity, and it's linked to cancer. And what I just don't understand is that, for example, you take your lotion. Okay, you take your lotion, try to drink that and see what will happen. And people think that because they put that on their skin and they see no reaction, they think that, oh, it's fine, it's safe. No, guys, it's not safe. It's going to destroy your health. And that's what people need to understand, especially women. They put loads and loads of cosmetic product on their skin. And people need to understand that this will make you sick. And apart from sodium lauryl sulfate, in those cosmetic products, they will put sodium benzoate, which is very bad, linked to a lot of chronic diseases. And for example, in a lot of deodorant and stuff like that, they will put aluminum. They will put aluminum. And aluminum is linked to Alzheimer's. So you can see for yourself that by putting those cosmetic products, it's not going to be good for yourself. It's not going to be good. And apart from that, when we entertain negative emotions, and when you entertain negative emotions such as fear, jealousy, for people who are jealous, it's not good. Hatred, envy, anxiety, so when you entertain all these kind of negative emotions, what will happen? It's going to put your body under stress. But people don't understand that. Even being jealous, people think that it's normal. Or to envy other people, that's not normal. So all this will put your body under stress. And when your body is under stress, like I told you in my last video, when your body is under stress, it's going to produce cortisol in excess. And cortisol, when it's in excess, it's going to impair your immune system. Your immune system will be impaired. And when your immune system is impaired, what will happen? You're going to be open to any kind of diseases. So you can see that when we are sick, it doesn't happen by chance. There's something that you're doing upstream, and that's why you get sick. And I've told you, it's because of the food that you eat, the cosmetic product that you put, and the negative emotions that you entertain most of the time. I'm not saying that you cannot have negative emotions. I'm not saying that. But when you entertain that for a long period of time, then it becomes a problem. And what's the solution not to become sick? For the food, instead of eating animal product, processed food, and stuff like that, what you need to do, for the food, you need to adopt a plant-based nutrition. Plant-based nutrition where you eat fruit, vegetables, legumes, grains, nuts, and seeds. The food that you find in nature. That's the food biologically designed for the human mechanism. And when you eat those food, it's going to give you lots of nutrients, lots of phytonutrients, lots of vitamins, lots of fiber, and this will be conducive to good health. It's not going to introduce toxins in your system. Even though some people will say, okay, we use pesticide, we use herbicides to grow all these things. Yes, I understand that. But your body is very resilient. It can fight off all these things. If you have a very strong immune system, your body will be able to fight off these things, just like me. So you can see that here, instead of eating all this food, it's better to eat a plant-based nutrition. Instead of drinking all these drinks, soda, all these drinks full of sugar, what we have to do, the best thing is to drink filtered water. That's the solution. Just don't drink the water from the tap, because in the water from the tap they put fluoride, they put chlorine, and all these components are linked to cancer. Don't fall for people who tell you that you need fluoride to have stronger teeth. This is a complete lie. Fluoride is linked to cancer. So start filtering your tap water, okay? So if you do that, you're going to solve this problem here. So to solve this problem, and here for the food, you've got as well the dairy product, which is not designed for the human mechanism. But for the food and the drink, what you need to do to solve the problem, you need to adopt the plant-based nutrition and to drink filtered water. That's the solution. And now for the cosmetic product, instead of putting all this cosmetic product with sodium lauryl sulfate, with sodium benzoate, with aluminum, what you have to do, you need to put on your skin what you can eat. For example, for me, instead of putting all these lotions with bad cosmetic, with all these bad components, this bad chemical product, what I will use for my skin, I use coconut oil. Virgin organic coconut oil. That's what I use, because I can eat that coconut oil. I can drink that. Or for other people, you can use extra virgin olive oil. Or you can use palm oil. It's not bad, it's good. So that's what you need to do. So that's the solution. Instead of using all these bad cosmetic products, use something that you can put on your skin which is edible. So that's the solution. For here, you put on your skin what you can eat. And for negative emotions, try to have positive emotions most of the time. And here I said most of the time, because I understand that it's impossible to have positive emotions all the time. It's impossible. Even me, I don't have positive emotions all the time. Sometimes, yes, we are, after all, we are human beings. We have flaws. But what I'm saying is, most of the time, we need to have positive emotions. And that's exactly what I've done in my life. Like I've told you, next week, I'll be 55. And nearly for 9 years, I've not been sick a single day, just by doing this. Eating a plant-based nutrition, most of the time I drink filtered water. I'm not saying that you can never drink something else, but most of the time, that's what you need to do. And most of the time, I have positive emotions. And that's why, like I've just said, for nearly 9 years, I've not been sick a single day. And for nearly 10 years, I've not taken a single pill. So this is the secret to live a disease-free life. And I've just told you why you are always sick. If you apply what I've just told you, there's no way for you to be sick. And it really, really pains me to see my brothers and sisters suffering while they don't have to. I was just like you. I used to be sick all the time. But by just doing this, I've been able to live a disease-free life. And I want that for you. I want you to stop suffering for no reason. There's a way out. Don't think that, oh, I can eat whatever I want, and then you go to the hospital. But over there, they will give you medication, and medication doesn't solve the problem. It just suppresses the symptoms. That's all. That's it. That's the secret if you want to live a disease-free life. Okay? Till next time, take care of yourself and bye-bye.